What's up, Goth Gamer Nation? This is the Wizardhole, Null York City.
Wizardhole.
Let's run the intro. Hey everybody, welcome back to A-Team Tuesdays here at the Wizardhole. Now before we do our very brief recap of the first completed mission by the A-Team, let's go around and introduce our players.
What up, y'all? I am Chris Kindred, and I'm playing Highrise.
I'm Crystal, and I'm playing Bug.
Hey, I'm Bryce Gold, and I am playing Galahad.
I'm Kendra, and I'm playing Pilgrim.
And all four of these players together successfully completed a mission last time. It was a two-parter, the intro of the A-Team, where they sided with a villainous landlord in Null York City, which, you know, is a popular thing to do. They killed another runner team and made a good enough impression that they were told another job would be coming shortly. A real job, that this last one was just a test. But a week's passed since that has happened. Some of you have, I'm sure, met up with your contacts, have gone shopping, and we're going to deal with that in a second. But before that, who here is feeling damaged? Who here got injured and is all fucked up? Okay.
I got
All right.
recap.
I almost died.
I'm feeling fine.
Yeah, Galahad's feeling fine. That makes
a little
sense.
winded.
I'm sure.
Got the cardio workout in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Highrise was shot in the leg. It didn't penetrate, but it scuffed up your sweat tuxedo.
I know, I have to get new pants now, and I'm very upset.
How would you treat this injury to your leg? You know, you got shot, damaged your knee pretty bad, but, you know.
I mean, this is the future. Isn't there some sort of gel for that now?
Yeah, you could definitely pop some gel on that bad boy.
Yeah.
You're not going to an urgent care or anything like that.
No, I can't.
Okay, all
I
right.
don't
So
report that.
you have a med kit in your home, is that
I
right?
sure do.
What's the rating on that bad boy?
I got a pocket med kit. It has a rating of 3.
Okay, and do you have any medicine skill?
I have 4.
You have 4?
Yeah, I'm a doctor, baby.
Is it 4 with 3 dots in the bottom, or is it
Yeah.
4 up top?
No, sorry. It is 1 with 3 dots at the bottom.
So that 3 dots is your med kit. So can I get your 4 for medicine plus your logic?
Sure.
And this is going to be how well you get home and you pop gel on that.
It's gonna be nice. I got 4 hits.
You got 4 hits. And how much damage did you have?
I had, where's mine?
No, it's right here.
Right here?
Just bing,
Oh,
bang.
I had 6.
That's
7.
2.
Oh, it's 2?
Sorry,
Oh.
it's hard to read. So
Yeah,
every line
gotcha,
there is
gotcha,
1. So
yeah.
that's just 2. So you are healed and you are good.
Love it.
Maybe that gel takes maybe a day where you limp a
A
little
little
bit. It's a little
tiger
sprain.
balm, you know.
Yeah.
Take back, watch some future Netflix.
So if you want to erase those 2 dots on there, that's fine. Here's a dinky tiny eraser
Thank
for you to
you.
use. Now you, Pilgrim, you were much more deeply injured. You almost died, in
I
fact.
almost died.
If it wasn't for a wayward bug hacking a wayward helicopter.
Yes.
So how much damage are you looking at right here?
That many.
That's an actual 6 for physical and a 3 for stun.
Great.
So let's heal the stun first. So stun, some bruises, you just got to take a nap. So how well you take that nap, can I get a body plus willpower?
Yes.
And then, because we're going 7 days, add 7 to that. So body plus willpower plus 7.
All right. 3 hits.
3 hits. Okay, so that's 3 stun damage. Just erase all of that. And then we've got your body. So, same situation. What are you doing to treat your actual much more severe, muscle and...
I'm probably gonna go to like my physical therapist and
Okay.
like do some like cryotherapy and like really just like because it's like it really like it neutralizes all of the fatigue and like bullet holes in your body if you just like freeze them right out.
No, that makes sense. Yeah. Is this somebody you
Yeah.
found through Vincent?
Yeah, I have like my own personal like my team that I go to. So I've got like a physical therapist, I've got like a nutritionist, and so just like it's someone who like they just like get it. They're like very like homeopathic and like they I don't understand how it works, but it does.
Okay.
As far as I know.
Well, let's get let's see how well it works. Let's get a 5 for that for those physical therapists plus your body.
3 hits.
3 hits. Okay, so they heal up 3 of your injuries. The cryo maybe gets some of the scratches out. Maybe not quite all the... Leave those back in. Just erase the top, the bottom 3 dashes. Now, you've got like 7 more days. Is there anything else you do on top of that to try to have the injuries sort of heal on their own? Or is it mostly you just trust the process and you wait to see how it heals?
I would probably take like a lot of vitamins, like more than the recommended amount.
Okay, so we're going to call that a wash in terms of how much of that helps you. But let's get another flat body.
Okay.
Just straight up.
My body's actually very, like, rippled.
Right. That makes sense.
1 hit.
Okay, so then erase 1 more of those damages. So you're still going to come into this session with
I've got
injuries.
like a real black eye and just like a massive bruise like along like my chest and collarbones.
For the stream process, do you put some concealer on that black eye, or is it does it look good on stream?
I mean, it looks. Since I conceal my face anyway, whenever I stream or take pictures, it's not really. I'll just put like a dog filter over it.
That's perfect. And I'm guessing you're streaming your entire rehabilitation process
Yes.
and all of that. Maybe Stoney cuts in some reruns of you hitting the other person or getting
Yes.
in and all that.
When you're ripping spines out of people's body, it's really important to take care of your own with cryotherapy. Use my code Pilgrim20.
It's
Get
really
20%
important.
off.
It's really important you breathe normally with the mask on when you're doing the treadmill stuff here. You need to stop doing promos just for a minute.
Just sorry, 1 sec. Just it's really important to listen to your doctors and take care of your body and yourself. And then we can just just bounce back in no time. From me, Pilgrim, 20% off. I mean, he's does not make sense at all.
Sure, yeah, it's a lot of oxygen you're inhaling. So aside from that, I didn't put a place down on your sheets for this, but can I have everybody put 4 tally marks? Let's put them down in the bottom of your main sheet. So this is experience. We're going through karma right now. You don't list karma. So karma is experience in Null York City. That's how you level your character up. But the way we dish out karma is not a number. You do tally marks because you're going to get 1 for a bunch of different things. So the reason I'm giving you all 4 is you all get 1 for successfully completing the mission. You all get 1 more for everybody surviving the mission. You all get 1 more for completing all of the side objectives in the mission. That, in this instance, is killing Maria. You get 1 more for the second objective, which is killing the other runner team. So I want all of you to take 4, but then on top of that, I want to give an extra 1 to Bug for destroying a helicopter. Spoilers if you didn't see the first one. And I want to give 1 to Pilgrim for kicking the ass of XOXO during a very tense situation. Unfortunately, Highrise and Galahad. Galahad, you ran away the entire time and you spilled Nova Coke on everybody. And Highrise, you accidentally threw a toothful of Nova Coke into your mouth and got high and tried to convince everybody that you were a secret agent.
It was a great time.
Drugs? Not even once.
So you want to reach for that 1 extra little bit of karma. Don't accidentally take Nova Coke on the job, I guess, is the lesson here.
I'm confused why, in my opinion, the mission was a complete success. And I feel like having accomplished said mission, my experience should reflect that type of success.
I love the idea of in-game, perhaps, you bargaining with God right here. Feeling like you're doing good.
I do feel like I've been taken advantage of in a way that I'm not comfortable with.
It's just 1 little measly karma. And it's saying, and you hear a voice in your head, and this maybe will take us into the next scene, saying, if only you had gone home, confronted thine mother, and gotten thine samurai sword, ye would have also gotten 5 karma points.
Here's the thing. I did not realize how serious this LARPing adventure was going to be. I felt underprepared, and emotionally, I feel very much like King Arthur right now, cut to an nth degree that I cannot possibly explain, having not been prepared for my cool debut on the scene.
So you vow to yourself, down on 1 knee in front of a statue at medieval times in New Jersey, that you will.
Well, yes, I do
always
go
be
to New Jersey specifically to bow, and it's like my mecca. So yes, I go on 1 knee, and I say, I gotta go confront my mother and get my sword back. Now, when I say confront my mother, I want to try and sneak into my mother's house so I do not have to talk to her, and get my fancy sword and hightail it on out. See how things go from there.
Now, your mother works from home.
Now, that is news to me, as
Well, you
I have not talked to her in a while, and my understanding was she went to the office 9 to 5 most days of the week.
Right.
However, seeing as how I don't know that, I'm going to try and weasel my way in.
You see a minivan as you're walking around the corner. I think you see the minivan, the Mama Express, as she calls it, ever since you were a tiny child, and you used to love it. I don't know how you feel about it anymore.
I mean, there's a tinge of nostalgia to it, but I would say that train has left the station long ago.
Right. But you see the telltale signs of the Mama Express, with the sign underneath it that used to say, "My son is an engineer," but has since been ripped off. And
I can see the residue of a bumper sticker that is no longer applicable.
Yeah, how's that make you feel?
Well, I like that she has moved on, similar to my own methods of moving on from the cold, confining world of engineering and reliable employment to the fun, exciting realm of Shadowrunning, just like our old pals, they did in the olden times with their swords and their shields.
Yeah. I mean, this is like kind of exactly like the story of...
Well, yeah, about King Arthur and how he conquered the Shadow Realms and became king of games. I don't really know exactly what King Arthur did. I just know he was cool, and that about sums up my feelings on it. Yeah, well, yeah.
All right, so you're outside of your house.
Yes, my mother's house. I don't live there anymore.
I'm sorry. Right.
Thank you.
Right. It's
Please
been
set
a while.
the record straight.
And you're standing outside your mom's house.
Yeah, I pony on up.
All right. So yeah, what do? How do you sneak into this place? Seeing.
Well, I'd like to.
Express? The Mommy Express.
I would like to do a quick perception check and see what kind of open windows or easily accessible areas there are in the home.
Do a little sneak around the house.
Yeah, I want to do.
Your mom's got eyes like an eagle. So can we get a stealth check too, as you are a little sneaky running around this place?
Well, sure. What would you like me to roll for that?
Let's get a stealth plus finesse as you're rustling through bushes, trying not to be seen by your mother.
I can do that. I got 1 success.
You got 1 success. Okay, let's roll your eagle-eyed mother with a disadvantage. She's not looking for you. All right. So let's get that perception roll then. Perception plus intuition, please.
All right.
Now, where does your mother keep your sword?
Well, I keep my sword in my mother's house, in my old bedroom, underneath the bed, in a small little lockbox.
Now, this begs a really important question. You said it's really important that we point out that you don't live at your mother's house anymore.
I do not, no.
Yet you keep your sword under your old bedroom. So it begs the question, when did you move out of your mother's house?
I have lost track of the days. I would say that it was over a week ago because, a week ago we were running this mission and I was certainly not living there then. I would say probably less than 3 weeks though.
Yeah, sure.
It's
less
a fresh,
than 3 weeks.
Yeah, I mean up until this point I had recently purchased the sword. I had my practice sword, which I decided was too unprofessional to bring with me on our last mission, which I regret now.
Yeah.
But
so
I need to go back and get the real deal.
I feel like this pushes another question out, which is, so did you move out did you move out against your will? Were you forced out of the home, or did you choose it? Because
I would like to say that this was a chosen path of mine.
You'd like to say that.
I would. However, having lost the respect of my mother and my employment at the prestigious engineering area that she happened to finesse for me, yes. Things have not been so hot between the two of us.
Right.
But I'm on the open road.
And she kicked you out of the...
Well, yeah, if you want to get into semantics about it, sure.
Yeah.
However, I like to think of this as a new opportunity for me.
Stealing your sword back?
I think this is a step towards a new opportunity, as one would need a sword to be, LARPing
Isn't-
for real.
It's an important stage of growing up that you achieve independence from your parents and
Yes.
getting that sword out.
If there's one thing that I can teach to anybody who might one day find themselves looking into old Galahad, trying to see what was what with his life at this point in time, it was independence is key, and you got to follow your own trail. I'm gonna steal my mom's sword back for little old me.
All right. How's that?
Thank you.
How's that perception test looking?
My perception has not been rolled yet because I've been distracted by the humors of life.
Let me get another stealth roll as you're distracted by the humors of life.
All right. I did better this time. I got 2 hits on that stealth roll.
So you were sunk into a bush so long contemplating
She
these
can't
things
even see
that-
me. My 10-gallon, it's completely hidden.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Intuition plus
Perception.
That is going to be 2 successes.
2 successes. Well, damn, if you don't find a couple options to get in this house. For one thing, you know your mama always leaves the cellar door unlocked. For another thing, you see that the back door, which you always were telling her she needs to pull tightly, was left open just a little bit, so you could easily, push that thing open with the shoulder. You might damage the lock, but also you see a window above the garage door that you could probably jump and slide on through.
Out of pure hubris, I would like to go in through the back door to teach my mom a little lesson about locking the back door when her son, the big smarty, says, "Hey, mama, don't do that."
So you only got to put a little shoulder against that door. You gonna put a little shoulder against that
Yeah,
door?
I'm gonna do a little nudge.
Okay, can we get athletics plus strength from you just to see whether or not you damage the lock as you do this? As athletics plus finesse, it's finesse.
All right. Very well. That is no successes at all.
Okay, so you put yourself up against that, and well, damn. I guess the door was a little sturdier than you thought it was. Do you want to try again?
I'm gonna give it one more try.
Can we give that with a -2 this time?
Oh, yeah, we can do that. That's gonna be 4 successes.
Okay, so this time, yeah, with a little bit more
Little
push,
elbow grease.
it just pops open cleanly,
Wow.
evenly. The lock intact. It makes almost no noise as you pop that thing open.
That's smooth as butter.
And you see right in front of you your childhood home. A
Oh.
linoleum floor leading up to some bookshelves with your grandma's old porcelain naked dolls
Oh.
that are like pissing on the floor.
It reminds me who I was a mere 3 weeks ago.
It's on the floor.
You got a
Pissing
kitchen
on
to
the
your
floor.
left, a refrigerator there, a sink,
As
stove.
kitchens sometimes have. Sure.
Classic kitchen stuff. On to your right is a little pathway that goes to the master bedroom as well as the den, and you'll know your old bedroom, which is right next to the master bedroom.
I'd like to do another little perception check, see if I can sniff, see, or hear anything going on.
I was going to ask, you know what? I think in this instance, it's a quiet home.
Mm.
I think sniffing's your best option if we're being honest.
Yeah, I'd like to sniff out a little trouble, see what's going on.
So can I get your perception plus intuition? Now, let's be clear this time. We're not doing it with all your stats. What is your olfactory booster rating?
I have an olfactory booster rating of, I believe, 2.
Yep. So let's get your unmodified perception plus intuition plus 2.
I got 2 hits.
All right. So you perceive. Is that not the nutty fragrance of your mom's favorite cologne coming from the den, which is right across from your bedroom?
I do
The door
declare
is open.
My mother is in that room.
Now she is tapping away at her AR display. She's got headphones in, telltale signs of her listening to classic old mom music, One Direction from back in the day.
Yes.
So you
I
know
hate that band. I hate all those boys.
Why do you hate them? Can you?
Oh, because they're so pretty, and they're wearing, their pants that are all so tight, and they all synchronize dance. That's not something that knights do.
Let's get
we
composure
wear
plus willpower.
loose, frilled clothing
Are they
and
knights?
hats,
But
and they all have beautiful hair. They would never want to cover that up.
What does One Direction have to do with knights, though? Why is that felt like a
What
tangent.
does it have to do with knights? That's a horrible question to ask me if you say so myself.
I need willpower plus composure from you
Oh,
right
right.
now.
This is
I
just.
think
I'm just getting so worked up about these directions
And her favorite
that everyone
member
keeps
is
telling
Niall,
me.
And clearly it's Zane, and
Yeah,
Zane is
well-
the best one.
I just think about the
Harry's
one
best
direction that
Harry's
she
best
wanted
one.
me to go in with engineering, and it just makes me so worked up and heated that I'm blowing a fuse.
But just to be clear, Harry's the best
Harry
one?
is the best one.
Harry,
I'm
I would
Galahad's mom.
have to say Harry is the best of the bunch. Zane had potential, but blew it early. Now,
He didn't
if you
have
would
the
oblige
charisma
me
to go to
with
the band.
reminding me what I must roll, because I got completely sidetracked, as they say.
Yeah,
by,
you know what? You
One
got so
Direction.
sidetracked. What I wanted you to roll was composure plus willpower. I'm giving you a -2 on that now. You got so sidetracked and so distracted and so furious, you forgot to even compose yourself at all. So let's see if your body does it
dang,
naturally.
I don't like this one bit. I got no hits.
You got no hits. Okay, so you're gonna let out, would you call it an involuntary stomp as you hear the telltale signs of
My stirrup, it does graze the floor on the linoleum just slightly to give a little tinkle through the room.
Right, so I'm gonna roll a perception test. Again, I've been rolling these with a negative because she is distracted
Much like
by
you used to do on the floor.
both work and One Direction.
I was gonna say, at one point in time, I might have described myself as having moves like Jagger. However, that is not a One
It's
Direction
not a
song
One
at all.
Direction
So you hear from the hall as your jingle jangle of your newly repaired stirrups from the classic motorcycle
I
accident.
had a couple pairs.
Right, okay,
They're
so
all
it was a
cheap,
spare.
but
You hear the from the den a familiar voice go, "Who's there?"
oh heck.
You hear the scraping of a chair. She's going to be upon you in a matter of moments. Do you do anything?
Well, I would like to try and hide myself.
So we're going to roll initiative right now.
Well, this has turned into another spicy
Oh,
situation
shit.
for old Galahad.
So give me your initiative roll.
Yeah. 17.
Okay. Now, I do want you to roll something for me, too. I want you to roll logic plus willpower, and that's a memory test. Not logic. Is it logic plus willpower?
I think that might be right.
Yes, it's logic plus willpower. That is a memory test.
I got one hit on that memory.
So one thing you remember is that your mom, due to her government connections, also has the augmented wired reflexes installed. So her reflexes are also rather quick. However, in this instance, you do go faster than dear old mama. So
Wonderful.
what do you try to hide yourself? Now, where do you try to hide yourself? You could go back out the door behind you. You could head for that kitchen. You could head toward the pissing boys. Up front that you passed is, of course, the stairs up to the second floor, as well as, the dining room and the living room.
In my split-second decision, I do want to consider why, if we are in a duplex home, every bedroom has to be on the first floor. But I will dart upstairs.
There's a bunch of other bedrooms upstairs too.
Well,
They just rent them out.
all right.
I mean, I
Gonna
guess
go-
it's been.
it's been 3 whole weeks
guess it's
since
been
I've been
three-
back here.
three
Things
whole
change
weeks.
pretty quickly. I do want to run upstairs.
You want to run upstairs?
Oh yeah.
Okay, give me an athletics plus finesse, please.
All right.
Now, are you stealthing or are you running?
I'm gonna
Actually-
give it like a quick hop,
Okay,
just to make it as quiet as possible.
I understand.
I feel like the least amount of movement possible is going to get me what I want to do. Now, you said finesse plus
Finesse plus
athletics. That
please,
is
first.
going to be 4 hits.
That's beautiful. Can I get a
Thank
stealth plus finesse as well, just
Well,
to see how
yes, you
quiet you
can.
are? Will I roll another perception this time with a few more dice added?
Yeah, that's going to be 3 hits on my stealth roll.
Okay, so like a young boy sneaking down to the kitchen to steal a midnight snack, you are instead, in this instance, sneaking upstairs to where the other families must live in this Airbnb'd home.
Right.
But you don't make a peep. You hear your mom come in. She looks around. Now, given I get another logic plus willpower from you to see if you remember to close the door behind you.
Oh, shucks. Got 1 memory.
I think you probably closed the door behind you,
That's
right?
good. Yeah.
She looks around, and then you hear her seemingly go to the kitchen. Perhaps get something to eat. You hear the fridge open up.
Mhm.
You hear it close. You hear the water run for a second. And then you hear steps of her going back into the den.
Do I hear that chair being pulled back in?
Yeah, I think you do.
Ooh, well, this gives me a moment of opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to tippy-toe my way down those stairs and go into my bedroom.
Let's get a stealth plus finesse for this one. Tippy-toeing back down, this time like the classic child sneaking down to get a
I
midnight
got
snack.
3 hits on that one, baby.
Wow, 3 damn hits. Well, that is a perfect number. You come in and she has one head over an earphone and she's mouthing her favorite song. Which song is that one, Galahad?
Well, the only One Direction song I know is Moves by Jagger, and that's not a One Direction song at all.
So that's not what she's
don't know.
mouthing.
It's something about being beautiful. That's because you're beautiful. You know, that's the way you're beautiful.
So you see that as you walk by. Can I get another willpower plus composure? Just real quick. As you sneak your way into your bedroom.
Willpower.
Here for just One Direction facts only.
Thank you for fact checking this
You're
one.
welcome.
I got one hit on that.
All right, you got one hit. You're fine. You're good. But you notice that your bedroom door has been padlocked.
Oh, I was afraid this might happen. I'm gonna have to shimmy that lock open.
So the door to the den is open, and it's out, and it's directly across your bedroom door. Are you gonna lockpick that?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
All right. Can I get security plus finesse, please?
That's 5 hits.
Wow. Okay, so you unlock it so quickly that there's no chance for seeing you. You sidle in, you close the door behind you, and you step into your room. It still smells like the sweat and musk and undone laundry.
My olfactory senses, they're opening up to all the musk.
Oh, it's beautiful. You've got clothes galore out here. You've still got the band posters on the wall. What bands are those?
Seosin, Coheed and Cambria, and REM.
So you're
Love
both fans of
throwbacks.
the classics,
Wow.
clearly. You
True.
and your mom.
Yes.
Just like the classic old music. Back when music was better than it is now.
Well, yeah, you know, the country western hits of Seosin and Anthony Green, crooner of my own pastime.
So you are in your room. You want to look for that sword?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a quick.
Let's get a
Check my
perception
old
plus
eyeballs.
intuition. Let's get a +2 because you know this place. You know it.
Oh, I got 1 hit.
You got 1 hit.
That's
The
it.
sword's not here. You don't even see the carrying case. You don't even see the sheath. And then upstairs you hear. Could you remind me what the name of your mother was?
I
Is it not on the back
certainly-
here?
Yeah, her name's Agnes.
You hear from upstairs. You hear Agnes, Agnes. You hear bumping Agnes, and then your mom getting up and going, "What is it, William? There are no fresh towels. You said there'd be fresh towels this morning. William, I had to do an important call right now. You could go to the laundry room. They're down there. I'm not going down there. I'm naked right now upstairs." This is one of her tenants upstairs. Is demanding her presence. She's standing out in the hall. You hear her right outside your door. Your sword is nowhere to be found.
I'm awfully peaked about this whole thing.
Yeah, what do you do?
I would like to see if I can rifle through some of the clothes, see if it's been moved around. Maybe it's in the closet or something.
I'll save you the having to roll. It is not in this room.
This is just unfortunate. I think I'm gonna have to wait this out and see what my mother does.
Okay, so why don't we get one more stealth roll and one perception roll as you tail your mom through the house. I guess trying to get any clues on where this sword is.
Stealth is 5 hits.
Okay, beautiful.
I'm quiet like a skunk.
You're a shadow as you sneak around. You even sneak around William when he comes down to drink right out of the milk carton that your mom bought.
Oh, she hates when that happens.
Yeah. You maybe you take a cyber eye snap just to get a pic of that.
I do want to take a pic just for in case I gotta weasel my way out of some stuff with my mother.
Okay, can I get a perception as well?
Sure. It's a 4 hit.
Wow, that is a 5 stealth and a 4 perception. You are eagle-eyed, like just sneaking right behind your mom.
I gotta
Nothing.
find my damn sword.
Now I'm gonna say that we're gonna come back to this, but we're gonna say that when we return, hours have passed, perhaps days. Did you sleep in your bed, perhaps, in case you didn't find it?
I slept under the bed in case anyone came inside to take a peek.
We'll come back to you tomorrow. This is day 7. We're gonna come back to you on day 8.
Wow.
Okay, as you sneak around the house, taking care of business. Now, Pilgrim, 7 days of you going to physical therapy and then resting. Do you do anything else with those 7 days?
Pilgrim's probably going to hit the gym, like get back into it, and just making sure he stays limber and work things off. But he's frustrated because he almost died, even though he probably is not fully aware that he almost died. But he's a little shaken his faith in himself is a little shaken because he was going against all of these people who have all of these cybernetics and all of these what he feels are unfair and unnecessary additions to their body, and he doesn't agree with the lifestyle. But before he's been like, well, you know, to each their own. But now he's like, if this is gonna be like my job, like I need to be able to like be better and be stronger and faster than people who are like part like motorcycle, and like I have to find a way to do that. So he's like doing like full on like research montage, except it's just like him scrolling through his phone, trying to figure out like what he can do to get the advantage in the fight.
Let's get a research plus logic roll.
Oh boy.
How many is that?
Well, research is 0.
Okay.
Logic is 1.
All right. So let's get that roll.
No hits.
All right. So you
Ding.
find
Weird.
through a forum of best action movies, which is a great way to learn how to do things.
Yes.
You find the original.
Taught him everything he knows.
You find the original Daredevil movie with what was it? Colin Farrell as the villain Bullseye. That's Ben Affleck. If I'm not wrong, I think that Jennifer Garner is in that as Elektra.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you're really taken by this idea. You're not blind. You can't be Daredevil.
Yes.
And you don't use like bladed weapons like ninja style. You're an influencer, so you're not Elektra.
Yeah.
But that Colin Farrell guy with the bullseye on his head, he picks up paper clips and he just kills people with them.
Like, it's like kind of like a gray area, because it's like I'm not, I use like my weights and my jump rope and stuff, and like those are fine, but it's not. But if I could become the gun.
Yeah, because if you remember, XOXO, the Shadowrunner that you went toe-to-toe with last time.
He's flicking paper clips like out of his hand, like really ineffectually.
Yeah, let's get a palming plus finesse to see how well you're doing this. Let's see what kind of progress you're getting. As Stoney is across the room from you, just like tweaking stuff with your string. One hit. Okay, so you're making, you're doing it a couple times. You flick it like maybe 6 feet away from you, just with that little bullseye flick. I never saw that movie. I just remember that he was in it. But Pilgrim knows all about it now.
Sure. Yes. He's watched it 8 times.
8 times. 8 times in 6
forwarding.
days. Just fast forwarding just the Colin Farrell parts.
In the future,
So
Netflix
Stoney,
did put in 1.5 speed.
Yeah.
Well, and then he asks Stoney to make a supercut of just the bullseye parts, so he can watch it as fast as possible.
Yeah, there you go. You've
yes.
got that. And now you can sleep to it. It's the new, rain sounds to sleep to.
Hook it up to like my ASMR network. I just want to hear Colin Farrell talking about paperclips.
Yeah, because if you remember XOXO, back in the old fight, a gun popped out of her hand, slid into her arm. Like, her arm was the gun.
Like, my arm could be the gun. And the paperclips could be my bullets.
Okay, yeah. Stoney's all for this.
Yeah,
Stoney's like into
he's
it.
heard me say these exact words like at least 70, 80 times.
What do you use paper clips? What do you use vitamins and then promote it?
Oh.
Shoots them? Shit. Just saying.
A voice comes into your head.
It's bug hacking my network, spying on me the entire time.
Yeah.
Like, you fucking idiot.
Have you been streaming any of these ideas, like some of these plans, or is it a surprise?
Yeah, I think I would be referring to it as like my new like fitness training, and had like be spinning it as if I came up with this brilliant idea from like the teacher, like my sensei, Colin Farrell as Bullseye.
Perfect.
Do you get him on the show?
Oh yeah.
Is he alive?
Yeah, I think that there is his name is now Colin Farrell hooked up to a life support chair.
It's like the Futurama head in a jar. Of just him.
Yeah.
Can you do the Bullseye voice?
His voice, his vocal cords for preservation were removed.
Yes.
So now it's just it's like a thought bubble that pops up words and says ha 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 no, as he's on the stream.
It's cool. No, I respect it. It's fine.
Do you want to talk about any of my other movies?
No, I was thinking about like the Bullseye stuff some more. How fast were you like flicking those clips?
He disconnects me. But you did manage to make your crossover into the Colin Farrell fandom And, that's new followers for Pilgrim.
The people who are still on the Colin Farrell message boards are so excited. Like, oh, fuck.
Exactly.
Someone's talking about Colin Farrell.
Oh, yeah. It's a bunch of fans. And all of them are, of Galahad's mother's age, I believe, or older than that.
I'd say over 35.
That's not that old. Is that
Well, that's what she likes to say. I don't know if that's true or not, but
you don't know.
I don't know a lot
Do
about
you
my mother.
suspect it's not true?
That's a story. That's a tale for a later day.
I mean, you rolled a really high perception. I think if you want to look at those prescription
probably
bottles.
a little exaggerated. That's a big fish tale if I ever heard one.
Okay. Yeah. You
A bunch
muttered
of,
yourself.
like horny middle-aged women who are like, do you want to talk about any of his other movies where he's hot? And I'm like, no, it's not about that.
But see, the thing is, they just haven't been revealed to other hot people. And you know who's hot? Pilgrim's hot. So now they've got a new daddy, as it were, to pay attention to.
Your daddy.
And they're gonna be chasing that flat cut. You're gonna get a little bit of a spike in ad
Use
sales.
Colin Farrell 20 for 20% off your flat cut. But yeah, so that I guess Bug or someone, I don't want to put words in Bug's mouth, but
Yeah, you watching these
he gets,
Pilgrim
he gets
streams, Bug?
in the comments being like, you fucking idiot.
I don't think so.
You wouldn't be watching my channel.
No.
No.
You're so boring, dude.
That's fair. We're all on our own journey, and I respect yours. Good job with the helicopter, though. That was pretty tight.
But maybe it's a dream somewhere. You hear the voice of Bug berating you in a productive, powerful way. I mean, teenagers are your fans. That's your
Yes.
lifeblood, your soul.
There was probably like one shitty teen, like one troll that got into my comments before Stoney could shut it down, like in the microsecond before he was like banned by the moderator, where he's just like instead of fucking paper clips, used vitamins, you idiot. And then I'm like, oh fuck, you're right.
And then he gets banned. Boom.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Took care of him,
friends.
Pilgrim. I got him.
Oh, thanks. Are you sending drones to kill him?
What that?
No, actually, don't kill this one. He gave me a really good idea.
All right, my finger's off the trigger. So, is this what occupies you over the 6 days?
Oh,
Basically?
yeah,
So-
nothing else. That's probably why I didn't heal fully, because I was too watching it.
Yeah, you
Obsessively rewinding Daredevil.
And whenever you healed, you did damage to your arm from
Yeah,
constantly
I
doing the flicking
have
motion.
carpal tunnel from flicking paper clips.
Instantly.
Yeah.
Instant carpal tunnel. Yeah. Absolutely. All right. Highrise.
It's me.
So, your sweatsuit tuxedo is in the tailor's?
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm at home, Actually, no, I'm not at home. I'm at like a public library or something. I'm using an old school computer, like just a LAN connection, like really secure shit, right?
Yeah.
And I'm taking some corrective courses. I have a meeting tonight.
Okay.
And, I'm just like researching, studying up.
What are you wearing? I like Highrise is an expensive, classy dude.
No.
I don't expect to see you in the public libraries.
Oh yeah, no. See, I have a profile to maintain, as a secret agent and whatnot. So I mean, I have on these nifty driving gloves. I do have on a tailored blazer. It is Neo Balenciaga. I got some Louis shoes. They've since rebranded.
Sorry, really quick. Neon Genesis Balenciaga.
Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah, what unit is it?
Oh, it is definitely Unit 2.
Oh, yeah, nice. Like the red with the black
Yeah,
gloves.
And just some joggers, some not joggers but like track pants, some like,
Sure.
I gotta stay consistent.
Yeah. Are these like tailored, like expensive joggers?
Oh,
though,
no
or
doubt,
just-
like hyper stretch, like you could send these things into space.
Yeah, if they scuff these with a bullet.
Good luck.
Right. All right. So yeah, what are you typing away on the computer?
I mean, one of my contacts gave me some corrective training courses, said, hey, brush up on these before you meet up tonight.
Okay.
And I guess I have to do it. You know those courses you had to do in college,
Yeah.
or like the Title IX or yeah.
Are you
those.
learning anything from them? What are the titles?
Fuck no. One of the titles are accidental drug ingestion procedures. Another is basic self-defense during an altercation. Another would be Covert 101.
Nice.
Wow, so that's 3. Have you ever had to do 3 before? Like in a row? Over 1 week?
We won't get into that.
There's a little test at the end of each of them. You're having your meeting today, so you gotta finish those tests.
Oh,
Now,
no doubt.
are you gonna finish those? How are you gonna finish those tests? Are you just gonna take them, or are you gonna try
No,
to?
I'm gonna do my thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I get a logic plus data processing?
Oh, you got it.
Now, are you using your cyber deck to do this, or are you trying to do it over the crappy computers you got?
Oh, I'm using my cyber deck. There's no way
You're
I'm
plugging it
pulling
into
out
the
all
back. It
stuff.
almost destroys this turtle of a computer as you
No
plug it in.
doubt.
So let's get logic plus data processing
Alright,
plus
that's gonna be 5.
software.
Alright. 5 hits.
5 hits.
Yeah.
Okay, surprisingly, the SAT servers are not up to par to stop Highrise.
I can only imagine.
So what grades do you give yourself on all 3 of these?
Oh, I give myself S ranks. They came up with new grades, right?
S for stylish. Right?
Yeah, S for oh my god, sexy. No, I'm kidding. And 1 B just to like throw them off.
I like
Throw 'em
that.
off the
That's
trail.
smart. That's a
Yeah.
B for Bravo. Is that what it is? I mean, they adopted the Devil May Cry
Yeah,
grading system.
exactly.
Yeah.
So that's a single B.
Just 1.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. No, that's smart. That's clever. It really looks like you did it. So in that case, what do you do with the rest of your day before this meetup? Are you stressed out about it?
I haven't met up with this contact in a really long time. She is the type of contact where you don't really want to see under any circumstances. So I'm anticipating a little slap on the wrist.
You doing anything to take the edge off until the meetup?
I mean, actually, am I? I'm hitting a bar.
You're hitting a bar.
I think I'm gonna hit that bar early.
Okay.
And pre-game my own destruction.
Sure. So you meet up somewhere in the financial district, somewhere expensive, somewhere exclusive, but where there's a lot of tourists who can feel excluded as they walk by. It really makes you feel elevated.
Oh yeah.
Do you get a spot by the window, or do you want a spot in the back where it's dark?
Ooh, yeah, I'm going toward that spot in the back. It turns into a VIP section at night, so.
So you're staking it out early,
Oh,
getting the
yeah.
best table, because it fills up fast. All
You
those
know.
like Wall Street guys coming down. What are you drinking?
Oh, I'm drinking a moonshine cocktail.
Oh,
Yeah.
very nice.
Moonshine cocktail with. I've already had about 2 shots of tequila.
So you're on your 3rd one when they meet up with you. Now,
Oh yes.
I just want to ask one more thing to get an idea of this place. Everything's black marble, built into weird sort of ziggurat structures everywhere. There's not a single curve in the place.
A
It's
real
all like hard angles.
Mesopotamian vibe.
Absolutely. Black, onyx, Mesopotamia. What is the price of your drinks? That's the other thing I want to know. How expensive is this moonshine cocktail?
Oh, $200.
$200. Yes, that's right. So they let the tourists come in and they look at the menu, and as they go out, the bouncers are paid to say, "That's right."
Yeah,
They get
yes,
off on it,
that's
it's
right,
fine.
broke boys.
So it's night now.
It is
The
night.
VIP section is starting to fill up with people talking about the mergers they had, the mergers that they bought in on, all the sales, and all the other Wall Street lingo that I
Sure.
clearly know all about. And
Stocks and bonds. And
stocks, bonds, berry
transactions.
bonds, transactions of all sorts. Ugh, boring.
Pedestrians.
Absolutely, yeah, 100%. But then, you see the severe figure of your contact come in the door. Now, what is your contact's name?
Her name is Schema.
Schema. That's right. So Schema comes in alone, which could be a good or a bad sign, depending.
It's bad.
She comes in, sits down in front of you, looks at your drink, and says, "Is it going to be one of those kinds of meeting? Highrise, I believe we met up under circumstances related." And she gestures to the drink.
Different poison.
Do I need to talk to you about your performance last time?
I've gotten the emails. I've gotten the letters. I've gotten More letters.
Well, we find that face-to-face is more effective than those kinds of things. People like you have an ability to block, ignore, or otherwise bypass these things, these tests. And she pulls out a data pad and points at them. 2 S's and a B. These are tests that idiots could pass. 2 S's and an A, I thought at least. An A for amazing. This is just bravo. And 2 stylishes. We saw what you tried to do. Now we appreciate you using your skills whenever you can.
I thought that was the point of the test.
The point of the
You have
test.
to think outside the bun, Schema.
What we're looking for is discipline. We're putting you into a situation where you're going to be tempted by things. And we need to know that you aren't going to be tempted by those things. Discipline is what we need, Highrise. Do you understand?
What you need is creativity. What you need is results. Results which I have gotten you.
That's absolutely correct. And that's why we're not pulling you off this mission. That's why I'm not here with Boris or any of the other boys who would really be putting the screws to you right now.
I like Boris.
Yeah, I like Boris too. But the point is, you wouldn't like the circumstances under which we would see Boris if I brought Boris to this meeting. Do you understand?
Fair enough, I'll call him later.
You do that, and you say hi from me. And I guess that's the end of this meeting. We have an understanding though, right? Not another slip-up.
I don't slip.
You
I don't.
sort of did when you got shot in the leg. But I understand extenuating circumstances. We all can't afford getting shot. If I got shot in the leg, I might fall down too.
It would hurt a bunch. I'm
Did it?
sure. Oh yeah. I had to like stay off. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Are we still on for dinner next week? Social?
Yes, Jollibee.
Jollibee it is. I'm not going to get the spaghetti this time. That was a mistake.
Love that spaghetti.
Yes, well, I thought it was too spicy. And she stands up and she says, enjoy your drink. Of course, I'll take care of it. Oh, and she turns around and she said, we have another job for you. It's, came through the channels. Well, I guess you earned it with your performance last time. Or perhaps your group's performance. Let's see that this time you're the star of the show, shall we? And then she puts a data chip on the table. It says, it would filter through and get to you eventually, but we figure you can just slot this and know about it. It's tonight. So again, that should be your last one for the meeting. Cheerio. And she walks out.
Toodles.
And she walks out.
Get another moonshine, please.
It's going to show up on the bill that they're paying for.
Fuck.
Do you slot that chip?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Just like straight up, nothing else?
Straight, just
All right, and you see in it that you have a meeting. It shows up, it's just a Google Calendar meeting. And it says Henry Winkleman, and then in parentheses, Father Gordie Winkleman. And then it says 725 5th Avenue.
I pull up Google Maps a little bit. Just
Yeah, it's Winkleman Tower. It used to be called Trump Tower before Trump died.
yeah.
And all of his assets were bought out by Winkleman. Yeah, he died in a really stupid way.
Oh.
And it was a stupid way that also meant he lost all of his money and all his assets, and then all of his kids killed themselves.
Oh.
In a video game. In a video game. So, yeah, that's where you're meeting up. Penthouse at 10 o'clock tonight. You've got about an hour and a half
All right.
for you to be there.
I'm gonna sober up in that hour and a half, and I'll.
So you get your moonshine, you like hit it really quick and then sober up. So there are, of course, this is a financial district, the home of the IV drip hangover and alcohol cure. So
Of
you could
course.
pop into one of those.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like, it's just like right next door to the bar. I'm just gonna like take the drink.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the drink out of the bar and then go into there.
Yeah. They've got a sky bridge that connects them. They expect you to do this.
Of course.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's my move.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, so you're doing that. You're getting that IV drip, and then you got plenty of time to make it up too.
Oh, you know it.
Okay, beautiful. Bug.
Hey.
So what have you been up to? It's been 6 days. It's October, heading toward the end, heading toward Halloween, which means you're going to be on break from school soon. Just, a long weekend. But either way, you're coming in there hot, but that also means exam season.
But you get off for Halloween?
You get off just for that day, yeah, because it's just epic that way. The candy companies lobbied for it back in the day.
Oh, tight. Yeah.
So yeah, you've got, in 2 days, Halloween, you get the day off, candy company holiday.
Yeah.
But that means you've got tests up the waz.
Yeah, dude.
So let's cut to you. Say it's 3 p.m., a few hours before Highrise meets up with their contact. You
I
are.
mean, school's almost out because it's 3.
But that means it's the online school is 9 to 4. It's complicated. It gives you that little extra hour to sleep in because it doesn't matter. So you're in the where are you seated in this VR school system that you're in?
Oh, that's disgusting.
What was that? Can we plug that, please?
Ugly Peach? Disgusting.
Response is no.
So you hear in the back.
It's okay, we got Colin Farrell.
Okay, great.
In your VR thing, the robot professor goes, "Bug, please refrain from drinking during the exam.
No.
Bug, when we have to reprimand you, take your exam and stop drinking ugly energized peach drinks."
Oh, does Bug have a vanilla name? Just like.
Yeah, wait, yeah. Come on. Wait, is the teacher calling?
Sorry, did you log in as... You know what? You're right. You probably are enrolled in the system under your true name, Alfie. Alfie, stop being a nuisance in the back of the class.
I'm not being a nuisance, I'm just drinking my drink, taking my
No
stupid
drinks
test.
in class! No drinks in
What are you,
class!
a Nazi?
There's a little bit of registering. Says, no. No drinks in class, no gum, no food. You know this. Just because it's VR school doesn't mean it's not VR cool.
Man,
Take your
this is
test.
so lame.
It's
I'm
on
taking
the
test.
classic Catcher in the Rye.
God.
The school system's book list has not changed in 150 years.
Yeah, I think my great-grandpa read this book, dude.
Yes. He probably did. We are reading Of Mice and Men next. And then The Great Gatsby. Now, answer the question about Holden Caulfield. How much did he want to pay the prostitute? He points at the thing, says, fill it in. And then, using its treads, wheels back to the front and says, Brenda, your handwriting is looking better and better. And then taps Brenda on the shoulder and then wheels up front and starts mimicking eating an apple that somebody left on the table.
Okay, but you can eat in class.
I'm
I
the teacher, Alfie! Take the test or I will kick you out of the class and give you an F. An F for fucking bad and devil may cry.
Oh.
So how are you taking this test? You're in your sim rig in your comfortable bedroom, presumably.
Well,
but
I mean, I got a new chair because of all this money.
you did get a new gamer chair.
I did get a new gamer
That's
chair.
true. That's helicopter blow up money.
Yeah, dude.
How expensive
Fucking
was this
sick.
chair?
Real expensive.
So what's amazing about this chair is that this simulated AR classroom, they intentionally make the chairs as uncomfortable as possible to your simulated body, but there's an override feature of the gaming chair that makes you feel like comfortable as fuck,
Yeah,
even
dude.
though it's fighting against the.
Oh, my ass is so cushioned, so comfortable.
If only.
Just becomes
Teacher.
one of those like mall massage chairs where it's vibrating back and forth.
Stop vibrating! If only Robo Teacher 1337 knew that
Yeah, if
you
only
were
knew.
comfortable as hell
But
right now.
he's a fucking idiot, so he doesn't really know anything.
Wow. Well, it seems like he
Yeah.
knows a few things about Catcher in the Rye, to be fair.
That doesn't mean anything in 2070, so who cares?
Wow. Well, with the New York Education Board would beg to differ.
Yeah.
You read where
Wild.
you read Where the Red Fern Grows, and it made you cry, though you might not admit it. So what are you doing? You taking this test? You look at these questions. You don't know anything about these. Holden Caulfield had a sister. Who could have told you? You're reading this thing, and you're like, I thought it was about baseball. It's not about baseball, though.
It's not,
Yeah.
which is kind of fucked up.
Yeah, you thought it'd be like
Because it's like a
Sandlot or
catcher.
something.
I mean, it's in the title.
Yeah.
So, like, why wouldn't there be a catcher?
No. Instead, it's about, like, something you read later is about, like, catching kids, and a thought about another pervert that maybe filters into your brain.
Hope I never see that dude again.
Yeah, I understand. Galahad was quite the perv.
Weirdo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with those chaps.
Yeah, dude. Fucking weird.
So how are you taking this test? Are you gonna take it legit, or are you gonna pull a Highrise and
We used to pull a Highrise. Excuse me, I'm my own hacker.
Okay, I'm sorry. You're gonna pull a bug who hacked the government
Thank
and
you.
a helicopter.
Yeah, I did do that, and I did do that. So, and he didn't do anything. So there's a real cool one here.
So how are you gonna hack? You gonna hack this thing? You're in the VR, and you're gonna maybe try to upload a program that autofills the answers.
Yeah.
While
sure.
Robo Teacher 1337 is watching.
Well, I mean, while he's I'm doing it, in the real world, right?
Oh, so you're gonna try to like put your VR into AR. I mean, that's not allowed, but you've done it before when
Yeah.
you needed to go and have you said you were having a smoke. I don't know if you smoke though.
I mean, I tried once and I coughed a lot, and I didn't really like it that much.
Right, you were getting milk and cookies, I guess.
Yeah, who doesn't like milk and cookies? Wait, you're gonna try and make fun of me for that?
I'm sorry, I'm projecting all these things you did and calling you out live in front of all of the
They
other
don't
students.
make milk and cookie vape flavors in the future?
Oh, that sounds tight.
Yeah. So you let's just get a logic plus code breaking plus I guess in this case maybe sleaze, because I don't think you're trying to attack the
No,
systems.
I mean, for once I'm trying to be subtle because I've already gotten so many warnings with this stupid program.
Yeah.
I'm just just trying to get this over with.
So I'm also using the SAT server systems against you. So we need to get to edit this test score. We're going to need you to get 2 marks on this thing. So if you remember,
6.
you got 6. Now I'm gonna remind you can take a -4 to get 2 marks in one, or -10 to get all 3. All right, so I'm gonna roll against you. Okay, you got 6 successes. All right, that easily gets you 1 mark. All right, can we get 1 more roll?
All right, I'm doing -4 this time.
Okay.
4 hits.
Okay, so that's 4 hits. So you get 3 marks on this thing. Now again, 3 marks makes you an admin of the system. So with 2, you could edit your test scores. With 3, if you want, you could erase all the test scores. You could give everybody different grades. You could give Brenda a shitty grade and give yourself a sick grade. You could also crash the entire school system, if you wanted.
But thing is, I've done that before. I already got the warnings.
Right.
They'll know it's me again.
Right.
So
You're
I'm
too
just,
cool for them not to blame you.
I mean, it's true, dude. I'm way too cool for this school. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They say that the
Booted
school is
from
cool.
the system.
So, yeah, just for that. Totally
Yeah.
booted. So I get an A on the test, and I also... Wait, so... Can I fuck with the teacher while I'm in?
You're
He's
an
a
admin of
robo.
you're an admin of the school system. It's connected to all of the AIs.
Great, I don't know why I didn't do this before, but I totally scrapped the no food drink rule, because I'm really tired of hearing that, dude. Maybe I want water. Or, I'm sorry, I don't drink water. That was a fuck up. I want gamer juice. Ugly gamer juice. While I'm taking my fucking test.
Right.
So, scrap that out of my system.
Let's get a logic plus data processing plus software first for your test, because you're editing the software on there.
Okay. 5 hits.
5 hits. Okay, beautiful. And now can I get 1 more of those to hack Robo Teacher 1337?
6 hits.
Oof. All right. So as you are in the middle of hack of the software, you get through in the code extra drinks, but as you're typing extra food, you pick up that you have been detected by the system sneaking in, or rather, they've detected an intrusion and they're launching an ICE program and are attempting to boot the intruder out of the system. Could I just get a firewall plus logic plus code breaking, please?
7 hits.
7? God damn it. Okay, yeah, so they attempt to force you out in a way that would retain your logs on the system, but your server manages to block the test. Now, do you want to risk it and try to get that extra food policy in, or do you want to just gracefully jack out without them being able to track it? There's another ICE that's being launched at the moment, but you've been kicking the ass of this shitty SAT system.
Yeah, alright, fuck it.
You want to go for it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so can I get another logic plus code breaking plus... logic plus data processing plus software.
4 hits.
4 hits. Okay, so yeah, you managed to add the eating policy. Now it's going to attempt to force boot you one more time while retaining your logs. And another ice has been launched that ups the defensive value of the system.
Alright.
Can I get a roll from you?
That's logic.
Logic plus firewall plus code breaking.
Okay. 3 hits.
You're finding that your system is becoming overwhelmed.
Alright.
Do you want to roll luck on this, or do you want to get out and get another warning?
Roll out. It's fine.
So you get booted from the system.
Yep.
Okay, now I'm going to roll a really quick test to see if the server notices that you adjusted your grades. Can you give me a sleaze, code breaking, and logic, please?
6 hits.
Okay, yeah, you managed to do it so seamlessly that you got an A and then got booted out of the system for, at least for now, God knows what. Now, I will say those scrubbers are going to find that there isn't an extra drinks policy. Neither is there an extra food policy. That's right, you forgot the D. There's going to be one day of full, because you tied with them. You were clipped out as you were writing the D. Now, tomorrow, you and perhaps no one else will understand why they're playing Monkey Wrench, another Foo Fighters song, during the class. But they're going to figure it out, and you're going to get that warning. But you know, for now, you did finish the test. And you were kicked out of the system. And the moment you boot out, you notice that you have 69 unread messages from Cypher.
Nice.
What is it? Cypher XL?
It is Cypher 666 XL.
Okay, every single message says 69, meet me after class, brah. Get out of class, brah. Hack the system, brah. Hack the planet, bruh. 69 times. And then immediately when you get out, you get from a different chat system, you get a chat that comes through. It goes, hey, you out of class? I would text you on the normal platform, but I don't want to ruin the number.
So, what's up, dude?
Hey, I sent Tyler off to be with his mom for a while. So, like, I'm in game in heaven right now. I found a new place to pluck chickens and fish on RuneScape. So,
Hey, dude, that's so sick.
I figure maybe you come in. I'll drop some coordinates. You can wander over, you know, and then we can like just chat and shoot the shit and see what's going on as you come over, and then I can show you these plucking chicken skills. I thought that could be like fun, you know.
You sent me 69 messages. Nice for that.
I
thought like I don't know.
I thought you'd be stoked that I sent Tyler away so that we could hang style all weekend. But I guess if you don't think that's chill, then I guess that's...
No, fine, dude. I mean, yeah, you send your kid away to... Okay, yeah, sure, dude.
So, like, no, that's okay if you don't want to hang out. That's fine. It's like, you know what, I kind of feel like taking a nap anyway.
Alright, stop. Come on. Let's go.
Okay. Yeah.
Jeez.
I got another lead on a... I got another lead on, like, you know, don't worry about it. I'm sure you've got lots of jobs as it is.
Nah,
And
dude, what's up? Wait, there's a job?
you get an email from another link, just as he's saying it, not from Cypher, but from another link. It's coming from a Caleb Shaw at hotmail.com.
Oh, that's like a relic.
And it says, I'm contacting you through an acquaintance you made, a Mr. Gordie Winkleman. Gordie is in quotation marks. Please come to 725 5th Avenue, 10 p.m. tonight, shop, the Penthouse. We have another job for you from Gordie's father. This has been Caleb Shaw. The pleasure is all mine. Thank you very much. P.S.
Man.
P.S. Don't bring that attitude of yours that Gordie talked about. You're meeting with people of regal birth tonight.
Oh, man, you sound like a bunch of Zoomers.
Yeah, probably.
Ugh.
What do you, so you get that as Cypher's trying to be coy about how, like, no, you don't want this job that I got. Are you there, Bob? I was talking about the job. Are you there?
Yeah, I also just got another job, dude. Except, like, they sound old as fuck.
Wait, what do you, so you don't need the job, my job?
Nah, dude, I got another one. And it's, like, from, like, some rich guy.
Wow, you got
It's probably, like, a lot of money, dude.
You got a job from a rich guy and you didn't even need me, huh?
Not this time, dude. But, I mean, if it wasn't for you, for the last job, then I wouldn't have gotten this job.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. So when is the job? It's not this weekend, is it? We got chicken
It
plucking
is
time.
tonight,
Okay. All right, that's fine.
but you know, like,
No, it's cool. Tyler's not here, and so I gotta be like alone with my thoughts, and that's okay for me though. Like
oh, dude, you like, but it's like RuneScape, dude. There's other.
No, I know this guy
People-
named Todd. I think I can get some dopamine from him. And like maybe if I get some dopamine and some deep weed, then I just like won't feel any feelings.
Yeah,
And
dude,
then I
that
can-
sounds good.
Yeah, it does
Yeah.
sound kind of good. All right. Well,
I mean, like,
That's
you know, if this
fine.
job isn't very long, I'll hit you up again, dude.
yeah. I mean, it sounds like you're trying to get offline, and it's only like 3:30, and you don't have to
Oh!
go until tonight, right? Unless you just have better things to do. I understand. You could go do something else, like go hang out with all your friends or whatever. That's fine.
Okay, dude, show me the chickens. Yeah, fine, whatever.
Okay.
Let's pluck some fucking chickens, man.
Yeah, tight. Can you give me software plus data processing plus this time intuition? And this is for how good you pluck the chickens.
Oh, man, okay. So, 1 intuition,
Okay.
and then software and what?
Software plus data processing.
That boy is
1 intuition. I love that. You're the least wise person.
This is shocking.
Yeah, I shouldn't be surprised.
Wow, 5 hits!
You got 4 hits. Okay, so
5.
you got 5 hits. So I got 4 hits. So Cypher's like, oh, chill, you got more than I did. That's chill. I was only here practicing in this spot for like a few hours. So like, it's not, that's fine. I guess you're just a natural. You know, they say young people are better at video games. There's just like no room for older people like me, you know, 24 and like dead already. So that's cool. Enjoy being your age and whatnot. And time has slipped by. It's like, you got to go to this job, right?
Wait, like, how old's your kid again, dude?
My kid's like 8. Why?
Just wondering, dude. Just wondering.
Yeah, life's going okay.
Yeah, that's tight, dude. I'm glad. Yeah, I gotta go
I'm
to
not
this
getting
job.
the high score or nothing, but you know, I got you that other job. That was the highlight of my month, so.
That's good.
Yeah,
You know?
I wish I could go do jobs, but you know, I live in Wisconsin, so there's like not. I mean, I got a job, but you know, it's not cool. I'll come visit New York sometime. Can I stay in your basement? You think about it. You think
yeah,
about it.
I'll think about
No,
that.
it's okay. It's okay. I'll email your mom. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Wow, dude.
No, it's
Alright,
okay.
yeah, I gotta go, dude.
Yeah, I'll see you later tonight, maybe.
Sure. You know, you never know.
Yeah, I'll go see Todd. If I don't get that dopamine,
Yeah,
then
dude,
I
you
won't
should.
be
Yeah,
sleeping.
yeah,
Don't worry.
yeah. Yeah, dopamine, Todd. Bye,
All
dude.
right. Okay. Bye. Yeah. How's that?
Oh man, this is getting painful, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, your mom's not here for the weekend. She went out with the girls.
Thank God.
Yeah. So how are you gonna get to X Trump Tower, Winkleman Tower?
Well, she's out with the girls. She has her car, so I can't use her car.
No, the NQR train goes there. Now, where is it that you live again?
Astoria.
You live in Astoria. Well, the Q train's right there. Like, you're in a citizen zone. The Q train's, you're going straight through citizen zone. So that's an easy Q ride.
It's true. Yeah, fuck it. Take
Yeah.
the train.
Yeah, so you take the QAnon train. And that's not what it's called. I thought about it for a second. I tried that out of my tongue and it didn't feel good. So we're not going to do the QAnon train. Yeah, no one remembers what that is. That's somebody tried to make it happen.
not gonna happen.
Lizard Ben Shapiro tried, but it didn't work out. Okay, you take the Q train out there.
Yeah.
Now let's come around to Pilgrim. So you also get an email from a Caleb Shaw that gives you the same information.
Yes.
How do you take it? How do you get over there? Is there anything involved, or is it basically just you grab the train and go? You're in Soho, right? That's
I'm in
also
Soho. Yeah, my loft is in Soho.
that's also
And-
Citizen. That's also Q train's not that far from that.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I would probably take. I don't do like public transit. Just 'cause,
Sure.
like I got like a lot of fans, and they're like they could like I love to meet a fan, but like I've been like mobbed a couple times,
Sure.
and it's like it's really cool like for the first couple times, but like if I'm just trying to get I'm trying to like I feel like I have to like be a little more low key, so I'm thinking I'll just take like an Uber limo and just like get straight there.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, Uber limo. you know.
And I'm packing my bag full of paper clips.
Okay. Yeah. Are you flinging them in the car?
Yeah, I'm like flinging them against, like, because it's a very long vehicle, so I'm in the very back and I'm trying to hit the driver's seat.
Yeah. So every time you do it, because you know the driver's paid to be deferential to you.
Yes.
Every time you hit him, he goes, "That was a good one. That was good."
Thanks,
And
thanks.
he's sweating deeply. You see the knuckles grabbing the steering wheel in like a quiet rage. He goes, "Oop, almost with that one. Oop, that one almost cracked the windshield. I have to pay for that if you do it."
I also like took I'm plotting for the night, and I have a cool new feature that
Okay.
I had Stoney put together.
We're gonna get there. So Galahad,
Yes.
it is let's say 7 p.m. the following day
Oh,
when you
feels
get pinged
like
this
months.
email saying from Caleb Shaw requesting that you arrive. You also get that email eventually, but it passes through a filter. You already had it through your data chip.
Before you sent it.
So, but over here, Caleb, I almost called you Caleb. Galahad, you get that email. Your mom has just been walking around puttering. She watched her stories last night. She got up this morning. She did Pilates in the other room. You know,
Yeah.
a couple times she walked by the door to your room and sighed. But you didn't find the sword, and you've been like a hawk.
I gotta say, I am a little perturbed that I have not been able to locate this sword, even in the times when my mother has not been around.
Have you been rummaging through drawers and all that?
Well, yeah, I've been searching high and low.
So let's say that your mom just left to go get a pizza dinner with Steve. I don't think you even know who Steve is.
I don't want to know who Steve is.
But you find in one of the drawers when you're rummaging,
My drawers?
drawers just in the house in general, you find a little receipt for a pawn shop. That your mom
No.
doesn't go to pawn shops. And you rolled enough perception that you see that you've got 18 days on the time of the receipt to get the item back if you pay the fee, which was 30 USD. Now, how long was it ago that you moved out? Was that 3 weeks?
About 3 weeks, one might say. It's
Okay.
hard to say with the stars passing. I can't really calibrate how much time it's
Let's
been.
get a luck roll, a flat luck roll from you to see whether
man.
you've got enough time to go to Vinny's Pawn and Laundromat.
Laundromat.
Pawn
Laundromat.
laundry. Alright, just a luck roll, eh?
Yep,
Oh, that is no hits.
Ooh.
that is no hits.
No hits.
It looks like it is day 18. And you get this ping that you need to get up to Trump Tower. Now, where is it that your old house is located?
Oh, my old house is located in Highland Park.
Highland Park.
Oh, yeah.
How long is it going to take you to get to Winkleman Tower?
Might take about an hour and 20 minutes.
An hour and 20 minutes. Do you think you could swing by this pawn shop first?
I'm gonna have to try.
Okay, let's get you going to run? Or are you going to take an Ubert?
I'm gonna take a Hubert Dubert.
Okay. All right. So let's just take that Hubert over to this pawn shop. It is,
It's like whistling for the Uber.
and as you get outside the pawn shop, you notice that it is closed. It closes at 5 p.m.
Oh, dang, nabbit!
Yeah, it's just got like a
This
metal
sucks.
grate outside
looks like
that
I'm gonna
like
have
slide
to-
down to get it.
Probably try and break in. I need this sword.
Yeah, this is a Highland Park sort of like side street.
Yeah, little backcountry pawn shop, as they like to call it. Now,
Yeah.
what must I roll to bust
Let's
in
just
this?
roll a flat old
freaking
stealth
door.
roll.
Yeah, all right. With finesse.
Stealth plus finesse, yeah.
All right, that's one hit.
Okay. Now this lock is not particularly good. All right, that's enough for you to jimmy it open. Can I get a stealth plus finesse though, please? Wait, did you just roll stealth?
I
Plus
just rolled the stealth.
I'm
plus
sorry. Give me
finesse.
security plus finesse.
All right, I can do that too. That's 4 hits.
That's 4 hits. Okay, you jimmy that lock open. You slide it open. As far as you know, you have not been detected. And it's
Oh,
just
digging a dang.
it's just a glass door in front of you that goes right inside. You just flipped open that metal grate. This
Alright.
door also has a lock on it. Can I get another stealth check? No, you know what? Don't give me another stealth check. Just give me another security plus finesse.
I got 1 hit.
That is enough to open up that door. As far as you know, nobody saw. You hear the jingle as the door hits a bell as you come in. And in front of you, this is Highland Park. You know, it's not a bad area. So this is not a pawn shop that is, you know, behind a chain link fence or anything like that. It's just a counter and just an array of items. You see old pistols from the Second World War. You see old 6-shooting knights revolvers that they have around. You know,
where are the
things
swords,
like that. Let me get a perception test. See if you can find that sword.
All right.
It's dark. You have low light vision, right?
Oh, I do.
All right, so I'm not giving you a negative. Just perception plus intuition, please.
With my sight boosters on there.
Yep.
Great. That's going to be 2 hits.
You find it. You find it at the top of the heap on the sword section. In fact, it's got a little piece of it's got a little post-it note attached to it that says Sir Arthur's actual sword.
Wow,
and
that's a bunch of bullcrap.
And it says 35 USD.
Oh, well, I'll leave a hot 20 on the counter and take that bad boy home with me.
All right, and then you're out of there. Can I get one more stealth roll as you leave, please?
I can do that for sure. That's 1 hit.
Okay, so as you're stepping out of the store, a few people are looking over at you. Can I get a palming plus finesse? That is going to be at -2 for this broadsword in your hands.
All right, that's 3 hits.
All right, so they so they see you coming out of the store, and but they don't see you holding the sword.
That's good.
And one of the people, like, seeing you, kind of looks around, and then says, "I didn't know Vinny had an assistant." They say, pointing at you.
Oh, you must be mistaken. I'm not an assistant. I'm simply a customer hitting the dusty trail.
Can I get persuasion, I guess, plus charm?
You're not lying.
They are disarmed. They are disarmed by the sort of your action.
That's 2 hits.
2 hits. So they look at you, kind of look at how the store is dark. Do you close the shutter down behind you?
I do.
And so they look at this whole situation, and then they kind of shrug, and then they go into the place where Vinny moonlights, Vinny's Pizza, right next door.
Right. Well, toodaloo.
All right.
Goodbye.
And then you head your way to Winkleman Tower, right?
Yeah, I gotta go I'll take the train there.
All right, so you're taking the Q train, you're taking the train, you're taking the limo. Highrise, you travel in style. There is a helipad on top that can take you right into the penthouse, but is that the way you're gonna go?
I'm taking a submarine. The fuck?
So you grab the Fidei submarine, like, exclusive ferry. It advertises itself as twice as expensive as Uber Chopper.
Literally.
Yeah, and then it drops you off on the west side, where there is a stretch limousine with a jacuzzi in the back that drives you into the tower, right?
How else are you supposed to travel?
Yeah. And so as you step out, the limo itself has built-in cameras that flash behind you to make it look like you're famous.
No, they just hire people to take photos.
I'm sorry, you're right. I'm talking about the more, like, the weaker service limos, like maybe one that Pilgrim's riding. It just has automatic flash bulbs. This is the jacuzzi sub limo game. It's twice as expensive as Uber Chopper.
Literally.
Yeah, literally. So then at the end, they ask if you want to tip the cameraman as you're stepping on the car.
No.
Yeah. There's a crestfallen look on his face, and he goes, "No one ever tips." And then there you are, outside of the plaza. So let's just fast forward as we go through the building, unless anybody has a scene they want to go through. But there's an express elevator and there's a normal elevator. The express elevator has a guard in front of it with a list, but you're all on the list. So
I'm gonna Pilgrim's going to take a couple glamour shots in the lobby against anything that looks expensive.
There's still a burned out T behind all the W's that have been put in, but otherwise it's
he's just turning those losses into W's, and then flexes, and that's it. It's like a boomerang of hard flexing.
Hard. Yeah. Okay, so let's take us into the penthouse. It opens up into a solid gold room where there are. And this reminds you, of course, of the porcelain dolls from your grandmother. There are cherubs pissing golden streams onto the floor, which creates a golden carpet. that fans out in 3 directions, into a golden living room, into a golden bathroom with a golden shower, and then into a golden kitchen.
Right.
With where it just every. But as soon as you see all of this with this beautiful view of the city, 2 people round the corner. One of them is wearing a polo shirt with a pop collar, cargo shorts, flip-flops, a backwards baseball cap, and has sweatbands and a couple rings. And he walks around the corner and goes, "Are you the guys that worked with Gordie? It's good to meet you. I'm the second son." And reaches his hand out, goes, "Eric Winkleman. I'm like 10 times better than Gordie. What's up?"
I stare at his hand.
Pilgrim immediately takes the hand. It's like, "So nice to meet a fan."
He goes, "Oh yeah, you're Pilgrim, right?
Yeah.
I thought about
I'm
getting
Pilgrim."
into that streaming business, but like my attaché Caleb," and points at this other man who's rounding the corner, who just looks like the most refined British butler you've ever seen, but buff. And he comes around the corner and he goes, Now, Eric, I simply stated that no one would ever want to follow your pompous ass. Just because your apartment flooded doesn't mean that you can go around accosting Henry's guests. Now, will you please go back to the video game room where you were before?" And Eric goes, "Whatever. Meet me later if you want to do, like, hang out or whatever, because, like, my apartment's flooded, so I'm here all night." And Eric walks out of the room. He accidentally, like, kicks his flip-flop off, and then, like, picks it up with his hand, and then, like, scurries out of the room. Caleb looks at all 4 of you and says, "A scrappy bunch. But I suppose that's what it takes to be in this business these days. Shall we meet Henry?"
And then, why not?
Turns and walks you through the house, talking about the apartment as he goes, pointing out various pieces of art and various statuaries and where they were purchased from and how much money they cost. So
Pilgrim's posing with every single one, like getting an Instagram with every single one, like down the hall.
Yes, photography is allowed, according to Eric, and he has more authority than I do, unfortunately. And then carries you into a back room, French twin doors that open up into this beautiful master bedroom. Also gold everywhere, but when you go inside, you're surprised to see a plastic sheet that comes down about 2/3 the way into the room. This room is still massive. It's a huge master bedroom, but in that plastic sheet is basically a bubble where there is an old man who is pacing back and forth with an IV drip robot kind of following behind him. He looks frail, he looks old. This is a completely sort of contained bubble room. He's still got all of the amenities. He's got his bed, he's got a lot of things like that. And you can actually see around the corner that the bubble extends into the master bathroom as well. Caleb presses an intercom and says, "Henry, the Shadowrunners, as it were, are here to see you." And then pressing what looks suspiciously like a life alert on his chest. There's several different buttons. Pushing one, you hear a sharp voice say, "Very good, Caleb. You can step into the corner, make sure that everything goes smoothly. I'll offer my guests a drink, whatever we've got at the bar. It's all expensive, which I believe means it's all high quality, or at least that's what Eric tells me when he buys me alcohol for my birthday every year. I haven't drank since I became ill. Take as much as you want, as long as it doesn't impede the job." And Caleb walks over and offers you a selection of just alcohols.
Pilgrim's gonna go, "Oh, if you're not feeling like 100%, I've got some really good vitamins that would like make you feel so much better." And he takes one and tries to flick it through the plastic sheet.
That is a very extensive bar selection, but I do not see sarsaparilla glassed or bottled in any of these containers.
Why are you here?
Oh, the boy's back.
So without waiting for you to get drinks, you can collect what you want. Sorry, I missed that. Yeah, the boy's back. So without waiting to see what drinks you get or anything like that, looks down at the pill, kind of like makes a face, and looks back up and says, "I'm a busy man, so I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste mine. Here's what I need you to do. Caleb will give you details, but here's the basic idea. I need you to go to Bett-Midler Israel Hospital on the corner of 1st and 16th.
Highrise waits for him to finish.
He says, and I need you to get into the maternity wings there, and I need you to pull up biometric and DNA data on a specific individual. They're done numerically there. Caleb can give you the information. I need it as soon as possible. And that's all. For this job, I'll pay each of you 25,000. I think that's a bargain. Isn't that right, Caleb? Caleb says, I think we could do 20. 20 each.
25 each?
20 each.
You said 25 first.
Just said 25.
No.
Caleb says 20, I trust him.
I think this job might be worth a little bit more than that.
Give me persuasion plus charm.
Can I help?
You wanna try to help
Yes.
with it? Give me persuasion plus charm as well.
I got 2 hits.
So hold those two. You might roll extra dice based on what Highrise says. So how are you trying to help Highrise?
Hold on. 1 plus charm. 1.
So 2 dice. What'd you roll? Did you get a glitch? You glitched.
Critical.
Okay, so what drink did you get from the bar, Highrise?
Oh no.
Said I wasn't gonna. No, I did get.
You didn't have to. If you didn't want to get a drink, you could just be
I did have a 151.
just straight up 151. Right. Okay. And what did you plan on doing to help? How'd you rolled well?
Oh, I was just. I mean, Highrise was just going to use his data, his analytical skills, to negotiate a fairer price for our labor.
Okay, but as you start to talk, you take a drink dramatically of the 151. You forgot, I suppose, what 151 means in terms of alcohol content. You cough, choke, spit it out all over the floor, and in turning over, you upturn the entire glass onto the carpet. And
I can't handle
Caleb
this
goes,
sarsaparilla.
that carpet was made of golden fiber that indentured servants in other countries made for very expensive wages.
Wizardhole.
He goes, how dare you do this? Henry goes, that's all right. That's all right. Call it 15,000 each.
Dude,
As a
what the
cost
fuck?
of
This is a
I
terrible.
thought you give him 15.
Take it out of mine.
Yeah.
out of yours.
Out of mine.
What does that come out to? Well, it was 20,000 each. All right. No
I
payment
think
for
it
you
was
then.
25.
Hold up! Hold up!
Gotta say that I think that number is a little low than
Well,
what
if
was
you're not paying
initially
him,
promised.
can you give us 25?
Absolute. That's not how this works. Do you think I became a real estate mogul by doing stupid things like what you said, you
Well, you
insipid
are-
child?
Well, you offer 25
Now that-
first.
Well,
He's
Caleb
starting to
is-
speak a little sense now that he's putting the child up in
You
his
got,
place.
give me another persuasion.
However, I
plus
must say
plus
that
two
we
for that.
must.
I'm trying to get us more money. Can you agree with me?
I think I can see what I can do. Now, sir, with my 2 successes, what kind of deal can we reach?
I'll tell you. How about this? You all will maintain the full 25,000, and if you want to split some of that with your friend for helping, you can. However, the carpet injury must be rectified. We're going to have to rip that out and have new people in other countries make a new section and then sew it back together.
Now, that all sounds very tedious, but ultimately necessary to maintain the status of such a man as yourself. Now, how would you feel going around telling people that you shortchanged them for a job well done?
I mean, one more persuasion, this time at -2.
Oh,
All right.
I don't feel as bad.
Still got 1 success.
He goes, is that a threat, Mr. Knight?
I've never threatened anyone in my entire life. No, I'm an honest man.
I suggest you take the 25,000. It wasn't my fault that your friend over here spilled some expensive Sun whiskey that my son got me all over my golden carpet, and that now I presume it's ruined. So take the 25,000, or else leave and don't take the job at all.
Now, I came here for one thing and one thing only today, and that is to LARP. In the most real sense of the word. Now, tell us more about this job.
I've told you everything you need to know. Caleb will give you the details. If
All
we've
right,
agreed
Caleb.
on terms, you can leave.
Can you tell us more about this person of whom we must get biometric information?
I want persuasion -6.
Jesus.
Persuasion plus charm -6.
We have the details.
So do I roll one?
already.
Do I
It's
roll
just like
one die if it
Fucking
is
just
less
focusing,
than
not
that
paying
number?
attention at all to
You are going to roll 1 die just to see if you glitch. We're not giving you a success.
I did not glitch.
Okay. He says, I thought I told you my time was precious, and I assumed yours was, but apparently it isn't. 20,000, you three.
Oh, wait, I didn't
If you
even
do
do
a
anything
s-
with this guy.
You know what?
I've been
You're right, child.
I've been good.
25,000
This
for
man
you
is
and this
quite
one.
persuasive.
And you, I feel that I was not just. We'll see what the cost is on the carpet, and if it comes back, we will. I promise you at least 5,000, taken from this man's 25.
Now,
5,000 for you, 25,000 for you, 20 for you, and if the carpet costs less than that, we will reimburse you for that. I'm a fair man
We're
if you do good work.
obedient.
I'm sorry, I got
Excellent.
upset because of a carpet, and I didn't realize that, well,
I tip my hat.
I'm a sick man, you understand.
I do understand.
Are you
Oh,
sure you
there's
don't want any
limited
vitamins?
time.
Because like I can like get you like a pretty steep
Pilgrim?
discount.
Pilgrim?
Caleb,
I think we're...
take the man's vitamins. I'll try anything at this point.
Just like scooped like a fistful out of my face, like just like a raw fistful.
Caleb takes like a doggy poop bag out of a drawer and like he says, put them in here.
You can just like take them whenever you're feeling bad. You just like take like 5 or 6 of them. It doesn't really matter
Jesus.
which ones. It's all just like a
Can I
real
get
like
one of
tight
those?
lid.
I'm feeling pretty bad
And
that
then he
mine.
drops it in the trash
Well,
can.
thank you.
He
kindly.
goes, I'll analyze them later. That's the analyzing bucket. All right, you.
Tight.
And then he says, follow me if you will, and leads you out the other way. Eric looks out as you go and he goes, my dad's such a boner, right, guys? All right, see you later. And closes the door.
No response.
Wow.
Nothing.
That Eric.
So Caleb, as you're at the elevator, hands you a data pad, and then says, we've set you up with a contact down in Glendale, who knows a few things about hospitals. All of the maps and blueprints and such have been taken offline, as with all of the incidents recently with people being abducted from hospitals, particularly infants. So we weren't able to pull up any data, and we doubt you will, and we don't want you running red flags. So we found a contact who you'll be able to go through, who has already been paid to provide you information on the hospital. Go there tonight. I expect to hear back from you. He looks at his watch. 3 days at least. 3 days at the most.
Is this like? Do you want me to do like any cool like stunts or anything? Because like I had like most collabs like we have some sort of like hashtag or like like I do something like last time I ripped this person's spine out and it was like pretty cool.
Caleb's
Didn't get
eyes start like fading out as he says, as he presses the button and says, "Here's the elevator. You can leave now."
Okay, like well, just like hit me up if you have like a hashtag or something. Otherwise, like I'll just use like my own like.
The door's
Pilgrim,
closing
Shadowrun.
like, in front of you as the elevator takes you
That means
down.
that I'm gonna get all that, all those fucking unique hits myself. Actually, don't tell anyone. But like, actually, it's better if you're just doing solo stuff. Like collabs can be good if it's like really beneficial to both sides. But like, if it's not, like you kind of just want to like get more of the unique hits yourself.
So you're just saying this to yourself, to everybody in the
just
The
don't-
elevator music
I just
going.
don't understand why asking a friendly bit of information would cause financial discomfort to my ultimate.
Cause you don't listen.
What were you saying? I'm sorry, I don't listen to children. That is true. However, I do think that asking a friendly bit of advice
Yeah, well,
about
this
what kind of
child's
this
getting
job
paid
could
more
be.
than you, dude. So.
Well,
Yes,
he
well-
said his time was like short, so he might have been like literally dying.
All the more reason to give your money away, right?
All right, so
No.
I guess
you
it don't work like that.
So I want to shoot us all the way down pretty quickly. If you'll just tell me, how is it that you get down to the in the data pad? It is listed as the Grim Man at the new for-profit autopsy center near the Glendale Cemetery near the Myrtle Wyckoff DMZ. How do you get down there? Apparently in your little booklet, you have an appointment for 11 o'clock, which is 45 minutes away.
11 p.m.
That's right. It's already put in. You've got places to be, as Henry said.
I mean, we could probably all fit into the limo. It's kind of like a more low key way of getting down there, and like we can just like take the bridge for like rich people.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Rich Bridge.
Yeah.
That's right.
We can all
It's
fit- we can
called
all
the
fit in the
Williamsburg Bridge, but they closed it down.
Can I hitch a little ride?
In the limo? Are you saying?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm inviting you into. Have you never been invited into something more?
Why? No, I have not, sir. And I tip my hat.
Yeah, no, like you can
Step
sit.
inside.
You can sit into the limo. It's not my limo. My limo's in the shop right now because like, and you had to get the leather reupholstered.
Oh.
But you know, you can like sit and we can all take it together as a group. Collaboration.
I like the cut of your jib.
So you all take the limo down there?
Oh, I'm uncircumcised.
Shit. Just like the Cowboys used to. Whatever the heck those are. I get in that car, that fancy wagon.
Oh.
Highrise, you take the car and you all hop in the limo?
Yeah, I'll hop in there.
Rawhide.
All right.
I am putting on a disposable vest. I mean, a jacket though, so when my arm does brush up against Pilgrim's, I can take it off and throw it away.
Sure. Are you announcing this to everybody?
No,
Or are
I'm
you
just
doing
doing this low key. I'm just like, sure, yeah, let's do it.
Can I get a perception test from you? And can I get
Sure.
etiquette plus intuition from you, Highrise? I guess etiquette plus presence, actually.
Oh, y'all fucking up.
And can I, if you two want to notice this, you can roll perception too if you want.
You said etiquette plus presence?
No hits.
Oh, you know what? Doesn't matter. Pilgrim, you don't notice this at all.
I'm busy like chatting with Stony about like the numbers and whatever the fuck.
So you
We're
arrive.
setting up a hashtag.
You arrive at the new for-profit autopsy with this big glowing sign that goes like "New for-profit autopsy." It's in the Myrtle Wyckoff DMZ. It costs a little bit more to take the limo down to the Myrtle Wyckoff DMZ, but this is close enough to kind of the actual Roman Rosario's DMZ that they still will go here. Any further in, you couldn't make it. And you have to travel through Russo Corp territory for a little bit. But, Russo Corp's fine. It's close to DMZ. This is one of the more peaceful Null sectors for being controlled by syndicates. This new for-profit autopsy place is a beacon of light surrounded by just 3-story old brick pre-war buildings that are, not dolled up, not lit up. They're just old Null buildings. And you see a few people waiting inside that all look like traditional gangster types. They've got suits on. They've got kind of scars and haggard looks as they're sitting outside new for-profit autopsy. And you see a nurse attendant in the back who's got plastic gloves pulled up to their elbows and is typing away at a computer. You come in and they say, Ronnie, we've got a body we doctored for you in the back room. If you want to go, just double check. We took all the bullets out. Mm-hmm. And Ronnie goes, thank you, madam. I will go back. And he puts some cartel. He slots his chip into the cartel coin donation meter. And you notice there's a sign that says this is a non-for-profit, and then another fine print underneath it says because legally that's what it has to be. And the nurse attendant looks up and says, "Can I help you for?" I see you're not carrying a bounty or anything, so,
We're having a meeting with some grim guy?
I tip my hat. Don't listen to the child.
But
He don't know what he's talking about.
We are here to meet with the grim man.
Well, we're here to meet with a type of grim man, but we don't know if that's his
a man
name
of grim
or not.
stature. Is that good?
Larry,
Just
they're
a
here to
grim
see
man.
you. You can go in the back. We've got an appointment. You're with Mr. Winkleman, is that right?
Oh, that's right.
Okay, well, you can go into the back. Larry, they're here for you. And you step into the back, into this room that's, all tile floor and little weird things hanging from the walls. It's been dolled up to be dark. Red lights in the corner. He's wearing a black coroner's outfit with a black mask on. And as you come in, he's shouting, "Stop calling me Larry when I've got you. I'm the Grim Man. Oh, this place looks stupid now." And he turns all the lights back to normal. It's just fluorescence, and you see what was a sleek, dark figure with a mask. It's just a middle-aged dude with just a slouched back hanging out over a table. He leans over and he goes, "Okay, the charade's over. What did you need?"
What kind of middle-aged man dresses up thinking he's like a cool guy?
I would have been cool if I was the
Kidding
green
me?
man in the...
I actually really
Oh.
liked. I thought your setup was pretty tight. I think that you could like really commit to it a little bit more. You shouldn't give up on that though. It
Yeah,
really
yeah,
it
yeah.
adds to the vibe.
I've got like 3 puppies to euthanize in an hour. Can we
Oh,
just like
right.
get to the
Oh,
point?
this
What is
really
it
is a
maybe?
grim man. Well, grim man,
Grimmin.
we had an appointment with you at
It's Grim
11.
Man. It's 2 words.
Grimmin, we must discuss a particular maternity.
I just hand him the data. I just slide him the data that Kayla gave me.
He goes,
Oh,
thank you
that's
so
an
much.
easy
This
way
is
of
great.
doing it.
He looks
Wow.
at this. He goes, oh, okay. So you need. He clicks his tongue and looks at you. He hands back the data pad and he says, you know, I'm sorry, but this is. Rubs his head. He goes, damn. You know, if it was any other hospital, Bett-Midler Israel, that was just recently built. I don't have data on it. I haven't gotten any bodies from there. They're still using the New York coroner's office, believe it or not, because it's some non-for-profit crap. So I haven't gotten in there and been able to scan like the thing and see the new setup. You know, it just opened up last year, closed since 2020. It's crazy. Says, but I'm gonna want to do this. Do I want to do this? Okay, it's for Winkleman. I'm getting paid. I know somebody you can go talk to. Knows all about every hospital, in maternity wards especially. I hate this because I hate every time I have to interact with this person. I hate that they come and take all my jobs that I have without me even asking for them. And I hate that they show up without warning. But yeah, I'm gonna need you to, well, here. And he takes out a piece of paper, writes some stuff down, says, you have to use paper. If you try to put this into a computer, it doesn't stay in the computer. It's weird that way. I need you to go see this person. They live in a old, believe it or not, mausoleum in the Glendale Cemetery. It's like right across the street. I really need to move the location of this building. And he gives you a thing. It's like, it seems fake, but you have to go into old Harry's tomb. You have to knock 3 times on the grave. And you have to say, gravekeeper, gravekeeper, give me a dream.
I'm recording him as he does this. I just record when he
As
says
you're
that.
recording it, failures are coming up on your recording device, and the it's not recording.
Oh.
He says, so again, gravekeeper, gravekeeper, give me the dream. You're the cutest gravekeeper that I've ever seen.
I'll take out a fucking.
Grim man, I must say, I do appreciate your commitment to this bit. And I take back all the negative things I said about you before.
He rubs his face. He goes, it's not a bit. It's the worst.
Oh, of course it's not. And I
Yeah.
give him a big old wink and a tip of my hat.
Well, if you'll get off my property, I've got puppies to euthanize. And he slaps his glove, and then turns and goes and picks up a weird buzzsaw and turns it on and says, toodaloo. And he walks into another room where you hear a bunch of like young dogs yapping. What do you do?
Guess we gotta go to a grave.
Yeah, I take the paper and I go, oh man, analog, and then I like wander that way.
Oh god.
So can I get a 2 dice rolls from everybody?
Sure.
I want perception plus intuition, and then I want a sensing plus intuition.
Mm.
Now, sensing is a weird skill. While they're rolling this, I'll explain that a sensing is not, it's like perception. Sensing is like perception. But instead of perceiving things around you, what you're actually trying to perceive is the collective unconscious, emotional resonances, and or psychic energy of any kinds.
What is a sensing and what?
And intuition.
Oh god.
A sensing is a skill that anyone can do. Everybody can feel auras and feel unease, though mostly it's for detecting psychic energy. So, can I get everybody's perception test first?
4.
4, 1, 3, 2. Now, can I get everybody's a sensing test?
Critical glitch.
Critical glitch.
Nope.
0. Okay, so as you step into the graveyard, and it's not massive, you know, who takes the lead to try to find the way there? I'm guessing it's Galahad. You always
Of
do.
course I do. Yeah.
And I'm arguing with him.
And
Like,
you,
Well,
so
young boys are known to be argumentative, but they are not known for being very smart.
and as
Oh
you
my
walk,
God,
you
are you
walk
kidding me?
around the graveyard in a twisting pattern and find yourself back at the entrance.
Oh,
Following
well, I got.
Pilgrim who wandered off.
Did you wander off?
I did. I was holding the sheet, but I was distracted by them talking.
Yeah, so
discussing.
you managed to walk back to the place as Pilgrim is no longer with your group Highrise. So you critically glitched. So
sure
I
did.
want to say that you think to follow Pilgrim, but you end up following what turned out to be Mist and Haze. Can I get really
sexy
quickly?
Mist.
Can I really quickly get a luck roll from you?
Ooh. Kind of lucky. That's
Pilgrim.
2 hits.
2 hits. You stop just before falling into an open grave.
Sick.
And you see over at the entrance are Bug and Galahad. Pilgrim is nowhere to be found.
How did I end up being babysitter?
Wait, baby, I don't need you.
You need some kind of guardian.
No, I don't.
Do you want to try to find it again?
Oh yeah, I think I'd like to do that.
I'll let you. Highrise, you critically glitched, so no. What did you glitch as well?
No, just no hits.
Can I get a sensing and perception from you two as well?
Again.
Not from you, Highrise, because of the critical glitch.
Oh, dang it.
All right.
What do you get?
For my perception, I got 4 hits. For my sensing,
2 hits.
got 2.
How about you, Bug?
I got 1 hit on both.
Okay, so yeah, you, Galahad, this time you managed to walk straight to the mausoleum. You find that it's
Check it
actually
out.
really, really close to the main entrance. It's crazy you didn't see it before. Pilgrim, what are you doing? You found it right away.
I assume I have just begun to knock and say the magic words.
Do you remember the words?
It was Gravekeeper, Gravekeeper, sing me a dream. You're the cutest gravekeeper that I've ever seen.
And suddenly, the rocks move. A slab beneath you moves.
Special effects.
Underneath the slab is a stairway, narrow and dark, pitch black, that goes down underneath. Do you all go down?
Well, I am a bit scared. Oh my gosh.
Now, Mother Sari, are you in the
between
middle?
you because of my thing.
So, as you walk down the dark path,
Betwixt.
some of you, I think all of you have some form of low light vision. You're able to wander down relatively safely. And what do they see at the bottom?
They see not but the expanse of the stone grave, but they hear, knock upon my mausoleum, visitors. I hate to see 'em. Identify yourselves.
I'm Pilgrim.
Whomst?
What?
Whomst?
I'm
I wish I felt that great.
Pilgrim. Are you like German or like what? I don't.
I sense more. Identify
This is
yourselves.
scary. But my name's Galahad, and I'm at your service, ma'am.
And the other two?
I'm Bug.
Right there.
How old are you, dude?
Old as
Now,
the
that's
grave.
not something to ask a woman.
You don't know my gender.
Yeah, dude, this looked really rude to his suit.
I'm but a simple man
Yeah,
who
you
does not think ahead when he speaks.
And who hath sent you to this grave?
Larry?
Grimman.
The Grim Man.
Grimman.
The Grim
Larry
Man.
North of Grimman?
I love him, and I know he loves me too, even though he doesn't tell me because people have different love languages. Come on in, and the stone creaks away, and my hovel is revealed.
Can you describe your hovel, please?
There's lots of root vegetables hanging from the ceiling, and it's candlelight, and there's worms about, kind of halfway in and halfway out of the ground, and there's a large iron pot bubbling in the corner. Yes,
Is there AC?
You live like this?
absolutely
Damn,
not.
bitch, you
And yes, I do.
Is it uncomfortable down here?
No, it's just underground. It's nice.
Okay.
It's insulated from global warming and all that.
Beautiful.
Anyway, I see that the grim man has sent you to an even grimmer locale. I guess you are my new pals. Why are you here?
We have we have a job to do at the Bett-Midler Israel hospital in the maternity wing. We have to like get some biometric data for like this like Shadowrun job that we're on, and it's like Larry was saying that like he doesn't know the the layout or something of the whatever.
We
I
don't
wasn't
have
really.
any data.
The maternity wing of the Bett-Midler Israel Hospital. I
Yep,
am
you said that.
very familiar. And I cackle. Oh, very familiar.
I don't know what this means.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm kind of uncomfortable.
I'm especially familiar with the not so orthodox entrances into the hospital, which has.
So you know a shortcut.
This sounds terrifying as heck.
Don't you would you say that there was a news story about disappearing babies from
There was a news story. In
There
fact,
was there was news stories just in general of abductions from all sorts of places, but especially.
Would any of
Newborns.
us make that connection as she was like hinting very strongly
I was
at it?
I was picking up on that one.
I think everybody but maybe Pilgrim, if
Oh,
that's
tight.
fair. Do you want to roll intuition plus logic to see if you make that
I
I
connection?
mean-
definitely read about it on the way here.
Yeah, I think everybody else can make
a
that
simple
connection.
Google does the
Intuition.
trick.
Plus logic.
Logic. 2 hits.
2 hits. Okay, so yeah, you make that connection. That's fine.
My memory.
So everybody kind of makes a connection. Mother Sari.
I sense that you desire my maps, but these can't be downloaded into apps. In the dirt, I'll draw these runes.
Runes?
Take a picture, delete iTunes, and I will draw you hospital blueprints.
Good luck.
Oh God! And in the dirt, you'll leave your shoe prints. But one more thing you must leave me. For each a rhyme. Tweedledee. 2 lines is okay, but 4 lines is even better.
So you draw a map in the dirt.
They need to give me a rhyme before they get the map.
Oh, I'm sorry. They need a rhyme before they get the map. I didn't understand.
It can be about a subject of their choosing.
I don't have time for this. This place smells like piss.
The piss of the earth.
Oh Jesus.
Do you need one from everybody?
Well, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe one person's rhyme is good enough, and I'll be slaked.
Yeah, anyone else got a rhyme?
Yeah. I don't quite trust this Baba Yaga.
Oh God.
I can't tell if she's making ha-has.
Wow.
But we gotta read this map right here. And as a group, we trust this seer.
I need a beer.
Woo! That shit was fire!
Are you recording this?
I'm
Do we
attempting
have
to
service?
live stream it. Yeah.
Oh,
Do I have
yeah, I
service
guess
down
no,
here?
you're probably not. I think ever since you entered the cemetery,
Okay, cool.
it's been fair.
I'm too busy trying to like set up my live stream to like make a.
I remember Vine.
She says to no one.
No one in particular.
Ma'am, do you have an assistant or some kind of caretaker?
What?
You seem alone down here, and I am quite worried about.
Oh, in a graveyard, one is never alone. And I draw a map in the dirt. It's extremely detailed. You'll need to worry about security, which protects these little beings of purity. Regular guards guard the hospital floors, but up in Ultra Maternity, there is Moors.
Like Spanish soldier.
Like, yeah.
Like more, but I added an S to make it rhyme. Good call, though.
I'm impressed.
Ultra Maternity has the highest profile clients. We have a friend whose name is Wyatt. That does not sound very good. So they hire out a separate private security firm that employs psychics because they believe that to have the robot people around the babies, it's not good for their vibes. So psychic protectors, these are strong. Prepare yourselves, or you won't be long for this earth.
I gotta get this baby to the NICU. He has terminally low vibes.
Dr. Vibe check.
Mother Sari says all of this, and even when there was a moment Mother Sari got quiet and a gravekeeper weird voice came over. I should have done the voice, but that's when I was doing all the talking. Let's just imagine that happening. And Mother Sari drew a complicated series of maps in the dirt that end up conveying all of the different floors of the obstetrics and gynecology and maternity building, as well as just the entrance and the deli shop / flower shop, which again, to reiterate, are the only places that Mother Sari actually knows about in the hospital.
Has anyone actually told us like the name of or like what data we need to get?
You have a number.
Oh, okay,
That's it.
Okay, just the number.
What is the number? You didn't tell us what it was.
I don't want to come up with a number off the top of my head.
42069.
It's just a really long string of digits.
420, 69, 69, 69, 69, 69.
There you go.
1337, 1337, 1337.
Boobies, but it's
Wait,
upside down.
8,000.
Well,
Okay,
So-
so we're probably just gonna have to like go to like every single floor and then like plug our little drives in and like check to see if the number's there. And we're probably gonna have to go to every single floor. And I feel like because we're getting paid a lot of money and because you showed us like the maps for all 6 floors, it's probably gonna be on the top floor. Like I don't think we're gonna get this in the flower shop, but like I'm not a hacker, so like I don't know. That's what Stone is for.
if it seems that if this particular number is desired, the income of the parents must be pretty wired. Probably Ultra Maternity is where you'll want to go, but that's not something I can know. Pick your entrance and do it carefully.
Rhyme it.
Or you'll be bald instead of hairfully. And that's a curse that I will cast upon you from my witch's ass.
So, Mother Sari, what do you do now? If you've cursed
I
them.
say now, take a picture of all these maps on your devices so you don't lose them, and
Stay away from the security ISIS. I'm getting it now.
Yes!
Wait, I got one. Right. Tight.
Those are just 2 words.
But they rhyme.
But they rhyme.
Oh, you're doing great, honey.
Thanks.
Now, I give them, I say, open your pockets. Open them. Does anybody open their pockets?
I opened my fanny pack. It's full of paper
Okay.
clips and vitamins.
Very
Oh,
hesitantly
oh.
because you're like really scary.
I'll
All
put
for
my
my
burner jacket,
hat.
my burner jacket pocket.
Disposable jacket.
What about you, Galahad?
Take
What do
off
you
the
I
pants
offered
and
my
jacket.
Just the.
I reach under my cloak and I pull out a leather satchel and I open the leather satchel and I take a dried apple. It's a crab apple. Looks just like Little Wayne. Very small. And I put it in Pilgrim's fanny pack and I take out a writhing caterpillar and I put this on the brim of Galahad's little hat.
Galahad.
On his Galahad. and I remove a fresh beat, and into it is carved 3 notches that create a screaming face, and I put that in Bug's pocket. And then I take a lump of coal, and it's very greasy, and I put that in my jacket pocket. There you go.
And then, how do you bid them adieu?
I say, if you want to give me a rhyme for the road, you can, but it's not necessary. I am happy to do a favor for the Grim Man. He's, pretty fucking legendary.
What were you gonna say? you're a grim Stan.
And I'm a grim Stan.
Does anybody have a goodbye
Stan, you
rhyme
there.
for Mother Sari, who gave you all such wonderful gifts? The caterpillar has tumbled to the bottom of your hat at this point.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with this greasy coal, but I guess I think we're gonna go fulfill our goal. However,
Wizardhole.
Wizardhole!
And then poof, they're all up on the surface level of the graveyard again, and they feel slightly disoriented.
Yeah, it's as if you weren't down there at all. In fact, the memory starts slipping away. Can I get logic plus memory from everybody?
They hear a castle
Good
on
idea.
the breeze.
See, logic plus.
Willpower from
Oh, got
everybody.
you.
Wait,
That's
logic
it.
plus memory?
This bitch
Logic,
empty.
just memory, so logic plus willpower.
Oh, I rolled 7 dice. I got no hits.
Oh, damn.
2.
Critical glitch.
So
You never even knew.
every single one of
I
you.
forget my own name.
Yeah, so Pilgrim,
How did you lose me?
Pilgrim, you don't remember anything that's happened since the limousine. Whereas the rest of you, very quickly, like waking up from a dream, the memory slips away. The more you try to grab onto it, the more it slips away. And if it wasn't for the images that you took on your devices, you wouldn't have any recollection of what happened. It's
Now I
almost as if
just
they
have this
disappeared.
beat with the face that I don't know where the fuck
You
it
don't know where
came
the beat from the face came from, and you don't know where these dirt drawings, these surprisingly detailed dirt drawings, on your phones came from, on your comm links.
Wow.
Do I have if I critically glitch, would I like still have the picture? I just delete it like while I'm coming to.
That's what it is. You're like, what the fuck is this dirt?
Weird.
And same thing when you see that you have the little crab apple in your fanny pack,
Gross.
you throw it away. Can you roll body plus willpower for me?
Oh no! What did the apple do to me? Body plus willpower.
Yeah.
4 hits.
You feel a rush of cold go through your body, snapping against you and then disappearing. As it does, and the crab apple disappears in a wisp of smoke.
Cryotherapy.
And with that, it's at 11 o'clock, or 10:59, but, it's pretty close to 11 o'clock. I think, let's wrap this one up. You've all gotten your mission from Henry Winkleman and Caleb Shaw.
Yep.
You've all gathered together and gotten your map for the Bett-Midler Israel Hospital,
More or less.
more or less. And, yeah, got to get in there and get those records. So I think next time you'll concoct a plan and we'll see if we can get these badass records. Can we go around one more time? Everybody wants to introduce themselves.
My name is Chris Kindred, and I am playing Highrise.
Crystal, I'm playing Bug.
Bryce Gold, I'm playing Galahad.
Kendra and I'm playing Pilgrim.
Thank you everybody for watching. We're going to continue this episode or this mission next Tuesday. We'll have the full episode uploaded on Monday on YouTube. If you didn't catch the whole thing or want to catch back up, we've got the entire first mission, both episodes on YouTube right now for A-team, and we've got Z-team playing this Thursday. That's right, they've got their last session on their #1 mission. They're about to siege and battle some motherfuckers. The first episode of that is on YouTube. The second episode is going up tomorrow, so make sure you check that out. Thank you so much. Please follow. We're just starting out. We're trying to make this thing work. Feel good about it. You all having fun?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I like to hear.
That like button.
Thank you so much.
Rhyme.
What was that?
I got to rhyme tonight.
Yeah, you got to rhyme tonight. That's right. Thank you so much for watching. This is the Wizard Hole, Null York City. See you soon.